Guys, it is popping off. This is insane. I cannot believe that we're seeing this. We planned it, and this is perfect. Oh my god. Perfect.
Well, we're finally getting around to completing this video. This was from a backpacking trip back in October that I did with my wife, and for some reason I was having microphone complications on my main camera, so here we go. Yeah, we went out to go backpack in the South Colony Lakes area, go see if we could follow up on a positive Northern Lights forecast, and then I decided I wanted to go and hike Humboldt Peak, which now I know that is not one that I ever have to repeat. That was the longest and most tedious 2-mile hike of my life, but at the very least the views were terrific up there, and the whole trip in general was pretty darn good, minus some pretty significant blistering on my heels. More on that later. So the approach is honestly fairly unpleasant. You have a 5.5 mile road walk from the lower trailhead out near West Cliff, Colorado. Not very pleasant hiking, and fortunately for us, there wasn't a ton of vehicle traffic. That road gets a little bit gnarly, but predictable as always. There were a couple of Subarus in the upper lot. I don't think that they fared very well based off of the shrapnel left all over the road from different vehicles going by. But nevertheless, that's the approach that you got to do if you want to get up into the Crestone area. And we did, and boy, are we glad we did, because the northern lights were visible with the naked eye. We were loving to photograph them all evening. It truly was terrific. So go ahead and come along on this journey. Hope you enjoyed the video.
All right, here we go. So apparently I had a little microphone issue before, where my other microphone is not working on this camera for some reason. So we just got up to the upper trailhead now, and we've still got probably 4-ish miles to get to where we're gonna set up camp for the evening. So absolutely beautiful day. Really feels like fall. Stoked to be up here. We're really beginning the hike now. This is awesome. Really the first, well, we've done a couple little hikes in this range. This will be the first backpacking trip that we've done here. It'll be her first 14er in a while. It'll be my second 14er this summer. The first one was a repeat anyway of Handy's. Ow. Beautiful up here. Yeah, close to 10,000 feet right now. So I think we're setting up camp at around 12-ish, maybe higher than that. Wonderful. All right, well, we are still making our way up the road. The road walk is actually a lot further than I thought, because it's technically the trail at the moment. So I think when all is said and done, we'll have something like 5 miles walking on the road, mile on trail. But it's going to be spectacular out there. And if there's one thing that'll keep the riffraff away, it's a long road walk with a super heavy pack. So we should have some solitude up here, which will be great. Just looking forward to getting up there, getting the tent set up, and chilling. Even brought a chair. So, okay, away we go. All right, guys, I'm pleased to report that the views are now starting to really open up. Ta-da! Not too much further till we're actually on single track. Oh, I can't wait to get to camp.
2010 is when this was closed.
Finally getting to the actual trail here. It's been a bit of a long day. But look at that shit. We're not going there. That is the Crestone Needle, and nope, not for this trip. So very excited. We are gonna go and get camp set up and have ourselves a damn good time. Well, we haven't even gone like 100 yards and we've got a tree down on the trail. God. Ooh. Oh, that was the pad. Yeah. Okay. My turn. Let me grab my camera. Oh, and point it at me.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah. Oh. Please hold my weight. Whew. Okay, very good. Hopefully no more of that.
Hardly.
Well, the trail's a bit rocky, as you can see, as evidenced by all the rocks. Oh, it's my turn now. Definitely packed quite heavy for this trip because the Northern Lights forecast is at an 8, which is like extreme, which means down here in Colorado we should see them. So I've got a tripod and I'm going to put this camera here, the GH7. I'm going to put that on my tripod, do a time lapse of the whole evening. Then I have a second tripod to put my full frame camera on so you can take pictures of said Northern Lights and other things. So, very heavy right now. Okay, I'm done. All right, so almost to camp. Gonna get some water here. Oh my God, I hope I don't, oh. We've been using this Grail GeoPress, which I actually think is like the nicest filtration system. It's definitely a little hard to push, but once you get your water filtered, you've got a vessel for it that's easy to carry. You can pour it into something else, or you can just drink straight from it. Well, we're almost to camp. The views right now have gotten pretty serious, I have to say. That's incredible. Wow. That's a serious range. All right, I'm gonna keep this recording for a little bit. All right, well, we made it to camp. We've actually been up here for a little bit right now. Wow, what a hike. 7.25 miles, 3,400 feet of gain. But we are at quite the spot. Yep. Very pleased. So we're gonna set up, get everything into the tent. We're rocking the Sling Fin Portal 3. Yeah, she gave it a thumbs up, and should be a great night. For the stars, we've got this lake reflecting. It's going to be bonkers. So we're going to finish setting up camp here, make some food. I'm very hungry. Way to go. Hunkered down here. It's so windy. Trying to get some water boiling. Absolutely stunning right now. The clouds and the sunbeams. My wife. Oh, it's gonna be such a cold night, you guys. Probably not gonna do a whole lot more filming for day number 1 here. Gonna have my mac and cheese and try to warm up. All right, well, I've got food going right now. Following my wife. She's going somewhere. God, haven't camped in cold weather like this in a very long time. Almost 2 years. It's going to get down to the teens for sure this evening. But we suffer for our art. And I mean, this is an incredible spot. We're about to get up to a really nice viewpoint here. So I'll show you. Wow. That is the Crestone Needle, over 14,000 feet. Hey, there's looking back at our camp. That looks pretty epic right there. So you know what? I'm going to pause my video there so I can take a picture. There she is.
My trail ended. I want to go way over there.
Man, the wind has really picked up. We didn't find what we were looking for, so we're walking back to camp now to get some sweet photos of the tent. So I'm probably going to do a whole overview video of this tent that we're using on this trip. Won't be a review because it's the first time I'm using it, but just to give you guys a look at it. It's the Slingfin Portal 3. Seems super solid. One of the things I like so much about it is it actually gives you the option to put trekking poles in there just to make it that much more robust against the wind. So I really like that. And there's internal guidelines as well. So seems pretty sweet. Wow. What a view. Not bad to eat your mac and cheese. All right, guys. Well, this is going to be the last video I think I do this evening until while we're in the tent. It is freezing cold. And we're getting ready to start doing our night photography. Man, it's chilly. But it's going to be an absolutely beautiful night. Stars are going to be out. Look at how cold she is. It's super windy. Slingfin is handling this great. Yeah, that's it, guys. Take a look at the sun. Just starting to go down. So, all right, that's it for me. You may or may not get another video out of me this evening. If not, we'll see you in the morning.
Hello. So I am Deirdre Denali. I'm John's wife. So by profession, I'm a conservation photographer, and I specialize in wildlife, more specifically alpine wildlife, more specifically American pikas. I do most of my photography the way that you saw today, through backpacking trips and like fun expeditions, some more long-term expeditions. If you've ever heard of the Sky Island Traverse, I just worked through that this year down in the Sonoran Desert, and I'm so happy to be back home in the Rocky Mountains, the Southern Rockies. We're in the Sangre de Cristo range right now, which is a new range for me to be capturing and working in. Usually we're in the San Juans, where we call home. So that's a little bit about me. I love animals and I love alpine, and that's about it.
And she's an incredible photographer.
Are you filming a video?
And then you want the grail itself full, or?
Yeah, because I'm just going to drink it right now.
Can you hit the record button on my camera? Alright, so we were just grabbing water, filling up our hydro pack, and now we're going to go start setting up for the Northern Lights. There she goes. It's been a pretty successful day one. Can't complain. Alright, I don't know if you guys can see this on video, but we are getting the Northern Lights and I can see them with my own eyes. This is incredible. I've got a night lapse going. That should go until 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. This is insane. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Guys, it is popping off. This is insane. I cannot believe that we're seeing this. We planned it, and this is perfect. Oh my God. Perfect. Alright, good morning everyone. We're freezing to death here, just getting our coffee going. We did get a crazy time lapse last night, so I think took 7,700 photos. So she's just getting her coffee there. I gotta get my coffee out, so I'm gonna put the camera down. But yeah, we got coffee, got water boiling, and have coffee, and have a great morning. I'm alive this morning. Just missed a pretty spectacular alpenglow. Got a bunch of pictures of it though. Crestone Needle is glowing. It's beautiful. Everything was glowing. It's been a great morning. I think our plan today now is to go and do Humboldt Peak, which is going to be up the trail that way. And yeah, just go knock that out, and then we have the rest of our time up here to explore, take photos of stuff. Man, scrolling through the images last night, stunning. Pretty crazy. We were watching Northern Lights coming up over the ridge, reflecting off the lake, also coming up over this mountain and this ridge, and it truly was spectacular. The slinked-in tent worked out really well. Love that thing. So yeah, all right. Gonna kind of finish getting ready here this morning, take some more photos, and then I think we'll go hiking. All right, so last night we were down here for a little while, right on the water, catching the reflections of the Northern Lights. So cool. My wife has ventured off to go find some pika. We heard them squeaking this morning, so I'm gonna go and try to find her. I've got gnarly blisters on my heels. Every time I have these like lightweight mountaineering boots, and every time I wear them for like the first time of the season, I get these gnarly blisters. So trying to manage that one today. Definitely hoping we go to Humboldt Peak in a little bit here once it warms up. So I'm gonna go find her, see if we can go take any pictures. There's Crestone Needle again. Oh, didn't have much success with the wildlife photography this morning. Yep. But now we are all set. We're gonna go head up this trail right up here to Mount Humboldt, 14,072 feet, I think. So should be an awesome day. I'm excited. Not super stoked about bringing all the camera equipment up a hike like that, but it's gonna be awesome. So come along. This is day number 2. We're gonna have an awesome time. Let's go do it. All right, guys, we're making our way up the trail. Oh, it's magnificent. Taking a look down at the upper lake. Can see our tent way down there. And here's looking back down the valley at the lower lake. Stunning, stunning views. Onward we must go. So the Colorado 14ers Initiative did a lot of work on this trail. And it's very nice, but it is interesting, like when you find yourself in a wilderness environment and there's just stairs and the trail is so built out. I mean, they do it for erosion control because this area does see a lot of people. But it is just interesting. It's not really what you would think of in a wilderness type setting. Whew. Beautiful. There's the Needle again with us on this whole trip. Look how steep this trail is. No more switchbacks until like the very top. Wow, well, guess I better get going.
Well, and it was about this time that I realized that, oh boy, my microphone does not seem to be working. So just decided, hey, you know what? We're just going to keep on filming. This is on the approach towards the Humboldt Peak Trail. It's pretty steep hiking up from the camp down there at Upper Colony Lake. We camped at the upper one, not the lower one. The lower one, there's a lot of restoration work going on. We didn't want to disturb anything, so we camped up high. And yeah, so the approach, you gain about 1,200 feet maybe from the upper lake till you get to like a saddle between Humboldt, and then there's a couple of 13ers. We actually had met a group that was going to be traversing over those 13ers to go do Kit Carson Peak. So that looked like could be pretty fun. Main thing with the Humboldt Peak route is that you really need to stick to the right of the ridge crest. Otherwise, you risk getting off trail, which I did multiple times. There's a ton of social trails, really easy to lose the trail, but just try to stay right. The more left you go, the more scrambly it becomes, and potentially a little bit of exposure there as well. So definitely just take it slow. I was a little hesitant to even be filming as I was going up, just because I wanted to make sure I'm not getting off route here. I went and I did the peak alone while my wife was waiting down at the saddle, and then she went back down to camp because I was just taking forever. Terrific views up there of the whole San Luis Valley though. And I really enjoyed my time up there. Just didn't love getting up there or coming back down.
Well, you've had to deal with the voiceover for this last bit because my microphone wasn't on, so that's kind of obnoxious. But my wife is down at the saddle. She didn't want to mess with this. I'm heading up Humboldt Peak right now. The 14ers.com description says that above 13,700 trail can be a little bit hard to follow. So feel good up until then. And then I'm going to take it slow. Taking it slow anyway. Oh my God. What a day. Beautiful. This is remarkable. So I'm at 13,491 feet right now. Got about 200 more feet of gain before it sounds like things start to get a little bit more interesting. Gosh, the views are so expansive. Truly. Let me show you around a little bit. Crestone Peak again. And the Needle. Marble Mountain. And then just the Sangres. Alright. Let me take you with me. Oh, just for a little bit. The trail has definitely been very steep. Using my hand in a lot of places. So that's the false summit right up there. I don't actually know how much further I've got to go in terms of mileage because we have started just from camp. So, all right, I'm gonna put this down so I can pay attention. I see a cairn, and I'm gonna head for that.
And here I am again, almost to the summit, and not recording any audio, like a huge dingbat. So we're not going to talk over this whole thing. Enjoy the views, listen to some music, and thanks for checking out the video.
But you will notice a complete lack of filming on the way down. I am zonked. That was the most tedious 3-mile hike I've ever done. Beautiful views. I'm glad I did it. I won't be repeating that one. But look what she made me.
Yummy.
Oh my God. So I'm gonna go eat now, get my Crocs on, and drink some water. Crazy. Cool photos, and I'll share some of those.
All right, well, good morning, guys. Our plans, I think, have changed a little bit. Initially, we were going to be here another day, another night. But it's just so incredibly windy. And I know for my wife, she's not seen the wildlife that she wants to see. So that's been kind of a huge bummer. And then I've got massive blisters on my heels, which I get every time from those boots. But we're actually packing up camp. We're gonna head back to the car. We're gonna find a spot to camp somewhere out in this general area, taking the fall color. But I'm not gonna bother with recording on the hike out because it's friggin' cold and extremely windy, and I just don't feel like doing that. So this may or may not be the end of the video. We'll see what happens. But if it is, thank you guys for tuning in. Stay tuned for more adventures.